Hello, I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. I'm just done with work for the day and now we're gonna go and check out some eats here in Sydney. I mean, what else do you expect? This is a food channel. But before we start, massive thank you to our sponsor for this video, Skillshare. Now, Skillshare has sponsored a few of my videos in the past, but if you've never heard of them before, Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of classes on a huge variety of different topics. I've actually been using Skillshare even before they sponsored me, and I used it predominantly to learn how to edit on Premiere Pro. And I actually found it not too difficult to fit their classes around me traveling and also filming food content. I miss traveling so much. But yeah, I found it pretty easy to fit it all in because their classes were broken down into short lessons and I could just fit it in around my schedule. So the most recent class I've taken on Skillshare is one by Ali Abdal called Productivity for Creators Starting a Successful Side Hustle. I actually quite enjoy some of his videos on YouTube, which is mostly about productivity. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I actually procrastinate by watching productivity videos on YouTube. But I did find that this particular class and his lessons, you know, they were a pretty good pick-me-up. I think that even if you don't have a side hustle, it's important to make time for things that you're passionate about. And his lessons had some pretty good reminders on how to really efficiently and effectively make use of your time. So a yearly subscription is less than $10 a month, but they're offering the first 1,000 of you guys who click on the link in my description a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership. So if you want to take that productivity class, or if you see anything else that you're interested in, make use of this free trial. And that is pretty much it for my intro. Let's go and get some food. All right, we are now walking to our restaurant that we're going to be featuring for this video. Now, the restaurant name comes across as a place that I would rarely visit, but there are certain dishes that I think is absolutely delicious, and I do think that if you go there, you should definitely give it a go. It's about a 5-minute walk away, and so I'll check in with you again when we get there. It's so nice at night, like just the lights and the different colored lights in combination. It's very, dare I say, romantic. So Ari-san right here has pretty decent fried chicken. One day we'll come here and we'll check their food out for a video. There's also a Korean barbecue place there. It's not too bad either. I've been there a few times. We're currently in Chinatown. There's a whole strip of different restaurants that I think are pretty decent. There's a Biang Noodles place if you want some really thick and chewy noodles. There's like a Sichuan restaurant as well. Oh, I didn't know there was a Fung here. I thought they only had it in Chatswood. But yeah, there's a whole variety of different restaurants that you can check out. And one day, I can't believe I haven't done a Chinatown episode in Sydney. Okay, I'm gonna do one soon because there are lots and lots of different types of food, different types of restaurants that you can check out when you're here. In today's video, we are visiting a place called Spicy Joint. All right, we have just seated down here at Spicy Joint. A lot of the stuff on the menu is, as the name of this restaurant would suggest, it's spicy. But we're gonna try a variety of different things. I've suggested that we order a series of different cold dishes, but in addition to that, there's like certain types of dishes that are quite, distinctive to this restaurant. And before we start, I can't believe I haven't said this. It serves Sichuan type food. We are going to try as much as we can stomach and go from there. I have 3 additional friends helping me to eat today, so we're gonna order a variety of different food. Okay, all the food has just arrived. We have got so much food, it's filled up the entire table. So I think what we'll do is we'll start off with the cold dishes first, because that's kind of like the appetizers, and then we'll move on to the noodles, because I don't want it to get too soggy and soak up too much of the soup. I'm so excited to try the fish, the rice, and then we've also got another thing of just white rice as well, just in case, you know, we want to eat the fish with the white rice instead of the rice that's in the, is it bamboo? What is that? Leaves?
Tea leaves.
Tea leaves, yeah. So there's like, you know, 2 different types of rice. You can never have too much rice. That's a great thing about that. So the first thing that we are trying is the fried mantou, which is like a fried bread dough. It tastes amazing with condensed milk. It sounds pretty simple, but it's one of my favorite things to get. If I see it on the menu, I always get it. Last time I was at Hot Pot, I ordered this as well, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with Hot Pot. It's so crispy on the outside, and then it's got the sweetness of the condensed milk, and then inside it's still so nice and fluffy. There's 6 and there's 4 of us, so 2 of us will be able to have 2. Okay, the next thing that we're trying is the cold cucumber. It's like a cucumber garlic entree. It's a very popular cold dish. I personally really like it just because it's so fresh and it's so fragrant. It's like completely covered in chili and also in garlic. For this one, I think it looks like it's a lot spicier than it actually is. I can taste a little bit of like Chinese black vinegar, and it's got coriander. It's really delicious. I really like it a lot. I could eat so many bowls of rice just with that. All right, next up we have the Dan Dan noodles. Now, one of my favorite places to get Dan Dan noodles is at a place called 257 Home Kitchen in Eastwood. Let's see how this one is gonna taste. So you can see like it's got like bits of chili just kind of attached to these noodles. I wonder if it's spicy. The Dan Dan noodles here, it's okay. It's not bad, but I prefer the one at 257 Home Kitchen. That one is like delicious. Let's try the other noodles. So the portion sizes are quite small. Each bowl is under $5, and I think it's kind of like if you're here with a group and other people don't want noodles, but you do, you can just order it for yourself, and you know, it's not too massive that you can't finish it. But we're gonna try the other noodles. This one has like a clearer broth, and it's got like minced meat in it as well. These noodles are okay. I feel like it's kind of something that you would get if you're still hungry or you need some carbs during a meal. And so you would order this just to make sure that, you know, there's some filler in your stomach. It's not bad, but so far of all the things that I've had, I definitely think that the cucumber is my favorite in terms of the flavor, in terms of the texture, in terms of deliciousness. That's my favorite. Next up is another cold dish. It is the chicken. It's got like, it looks like it's really, really spicy. It's got a whole bunch of coriander, spring onions, sesame, peanuts, and it's got lettuce or cabbage. One or the other, some sort of vegetable in it. This is my friend's favorite so far, so I'm very excited to try. This is not really spicy at all. I can taste like sesame oil. I feel like it's got a little bit of Chinese black vinegar as well. It's got a little bit of spice. It's kind of numbing as well, but this is overall extremely delicious. The chicken itself, relatively tender, and it goes really well as a cold dish with the garlic cucumber. All right, now we have dumplings. So first up, I'm gonna eat just the pork dumplings. Yeah, they're not bad.
It's just normal.
Yeah, they're like just normal. But my mom's dumplings, I reckon, are better. And if you want to know how to make them, check out my video right here. All right, next up we have the hongyao taosao, which is like a red chili oil wonton. I love this because it's a combination of chili oil, soy sauce, Chinese vinegar. It's just absolutely delicious, and it's not too spicy either from memory. No, I don't want it. So I'm just gonna one bite of this and then let you know how it tastes like. I think the wontons here, they're not bad, but I just prefer the ones that we made at home. So if you want to check out that video, make sure you check it out here or link in my description. All right, next up we have the fried abalone mushroom. It's got some spring onions sprinkled around it, and it's served in like it's served on top of paper to soak up the oil. This is what it looks like. It is quite fragrant. I like how crispy on the outside it is. It's essentially just mushroom on the inside, but it's salty, it's crispy, a little bit numbing. I actually think this is delicious. Okay, so now we have the fish. It's cooked in hot oil. It's got peppercorns, it's got chili. It's meant to be spicy, but I think it's like a numbing kind of spice. The fish is completely sort of flaking off, so I'm incredibly excited to try. This is what it looks like. Let me give you a nice close up here as well. It's got like a peppercorn stuck to it. Oh, I ate one of the peppercorns. That is very, it's very numbing. I just need to stay clear of the chilies and then I think I'll be fine. But the fish is delicious. The fish is so soft. It's quite fragrant still of the chilies and the peppercorn. And the fish is just completely flaking off. Wow, it's delicious. Oh, actually, it's a little bit spicy as well. All right, last but definitely not least, we have the like sticky rice in, my friend just said it's too sticky. So we have the sticky rice in the tea leaves, and like it looks pretty cool when you opened it and looked like you were unwrapping a present. As you can see, like the rice is extremely sticky. I feel like this is one of those things that even if you eat a little bit, it would expand in your stomach and then just like make you feel really full. There's pork belly, there's lapchang. So let me give you a close-up of the pork belly. I don't know if you can see because there's just so much rice stuck on it, but this is the pork belly. It just looks, that's how sticky the rice is. It's just like kind of falling off, but not really. Down, I was like, no. This is okay. My favorite so far is the chicken. The chicken is delicious. You should definitely give that a go. I also really like the fish. I find it really soft and tender, and I don't find it too spicy, hence why I like it. This one, I mean, I would just go with white rice if I'm completely honest. We are pretty much done here for dinner, but I don't think this video is going to be done just yet. We are going to be doing some stuff afterwards. We don't know what, but we'll check in with you once we pay the bills and everything. Okay, so as you saw, there were a whole range of different stores back there. So there's like food stuff towards like that end of Chinatown, and then on the other side it was more like clothing, etc., which makes sense because you wouldn't want, like if you were selling clothes, you wouldn't want it to smell like some of the skewers because there was a lot of smoke and whatnot. But anyway, we decided against getting any food in Chinatown, mostly because they weren't really dessert type food, and we're heading to this place called Matcha to get like green tea type stuff. Okay, so we were actually going to go to Matcha for dessert, where there's like waffles and green tea ice cream and things like that, dessert type food. But the line outside is so incredibly long, we have decided against going there. So we're just going to go and check out some of the shops around here and then perhaps call it a night. Okay, so as I said, Matcha was way too crowded and the line was way too long, so we have decided to go somewhere else. We're going to Newtown. We're going to this place called Mapo. They have really delicious ice creams, and some of the ice creams are actually vegan, which is perfect because I remember having their pistachio ice cream and it was so creamy and delicious, and they were like, that is actually vegan, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. I will check back in with you when we get there. Okay, so in terms of ice cream flavors, I have got the pistachio and the macadamia. Both of them are vegan, which means that I am perfectly fine with eating the entire cup. My friend got the Genmaicha and something else. I just had a try of his Genmaicha. It is delicious. It tastes so much like green tea and roasted and roasted rice. Okay, so we have 2 different flavors of gelato. I've got a macadamia one and I've got a pistachio one. I'm gonna try the macadamia. I can already see that there are bits of macadamia nuts in this gelato. It's very creamy. I don't know how it's completely vegan, but I'm glad it is. Okay, my favorite, my absolute go-to flavor at Mapo is the pistachio one. It's so creamy, it's so pistachio-y. If I closed my eyes and I ate this, I would definitely know that this is pistachio. It's like a pistachio nut in a completely different texture. That's what this gelato is. If you're in Newtown and you're feeling like, you know, dessert and you were like, oh, maybe I want some gelato, definitely check this place out. You won't be disappointed. Anyway, I'm done with my gelato for now. I'm actually done with all food for today. And that is pretty much it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I post new videos every week. Check them out if you have time. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, we're done with gelato. We're gonna continue walking down this strip in Newtown because my friend said that there's a place that does really nice pastries. See, when I'm with my friends, I think our favorite pastime / hobby is just checking out different places and then eating. That's literally what we do in our spare time. I remember someone asked me what my hobby was, and I was like, I think my hobby is just eating. And here we go again. We are way too full to have any pastries. I have to say, it smelled really, really nice, but probably for another day when I have more space in my stomach. All right, have a good night, have a great day, have a great week. I'll see you later.